messy part.
This is the messy part, all right.
I guess I get to see
I'll let you, like if you're filming,
the aftermath of
oh yes.
the event.
Sweet.
So,
And guess who's joining us too? The Mortal Kombat cast, guys. Do y'all know who this is? Do you know who this is? And
no, who's that?
you know who this is? Who is this? No. Who is this? That's not you. All right, so we're gonna get ready to tour this store, guys. He gonna open all the lights up. We just got done with the expo. Great time. And this store looks amazing. I'm already wondering, like, what can I buy? What can I get? What can I take home? So we're gonna show y'all around because it is pretty cool. Look at all this. So how many Mortal Kombat things you can find in the store? You already found one. It's way up there. Who is that up there? I don't know. Can you guess who that is up there?
I
I don't know who played who. You know, who played who?
Didn't play anybody. So everything on the top row is just my stuff, my collection, and just pieces I kind of like to show. That's great. If I get an empty box, I can put it up there. They already got you doing work over there.
So you are a collector?
Yes.
Okay, what do you collect?
Original Nintendo, I did. I completed the collection other than stadium events.
Okay.
I have everything else. I finished that a few years ago, mostly before I opened my store. I don't like to take inventory from my store. And I collect Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Those are some of my favorite systems, TurboGrafx. These are some of my personal things I like to show people. Just things I picked up at different shows, E3. A couple of friends put some things in here. Signed picture from Adam West. And just kind of some cool things I like, Voltron.
And then here we got Nintendo World Championship.
Nintendo World Championships, I competed in the 1990 Nintendo World Championships down in Salt Lake. I was 16 at the time.
Okay. What place did you come in?
I don't know the exact place,
Yeah.
but it was the semifinals. So there's a lot of semifinalists, but I was able to get at least that far, and we didn't really get anything other than that little badge there that has the X on it.
Okay.
The quarterfinalists and the semifinalists, and I kept the pamphlet. And when I was younger, I just stuck the stickers on things. So
That's a good accomplishment right there. Like history right there. I did the Blockbuster Championship, but I came in like third, but nothing as cool as this right here.
yeah, I got the PowerFest hat a friend of mine gave me. He got it from somebody that I don't know if they worked for Nintendo, and it's like really clean. And that's the new hat from the NES World Championships on Switch. So.
And this store is mostly collector focused, right?
Yeah, mostly collector focused. Got a lot of the good stuff in the cases, and I package things up and price things, so I don't put prices on the actual games. 'Cause, the stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't stick, I don't trust them. So
That's good, because you know how collectors be with stickers on games.
yeah, and even boxes. If we don't have a package that will fit around the box,
Mm-hmm.
we'll just wrap it with plastic wrapping, put the sticker on there.
What is something that you really love in this store that you own that's yours that like came in like this is besides Nintendo World Championships? What else did you in the store that you like?
I love my Mortal Kombat statues.
Hey, we got the real Mortal Kombat statues right here. Just shopping in the store. Yeah, got the real ones here.
Those are the two of them. The one is Scorpion is from I think Mortal Kombat 9.
Okay.
When that came out, the Sub-Zero my son gave me for my birthday one year.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I love those, and I don't really collect a whole lot of statues and things like that, but yeah, but a lot of that stuff. I have memories from different things, like the lunar galleon statue at the top there. I got that from E3. It was they had it in a crane machine. And you got to wait in line to see what you can get as a prize, and I pulled that one out. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Tracy at Mining's World. Now, you told me this great story about how this store, I guess, reached its final form. So tell everybody about that.
Sure, yeah. So roughly 24 years ago, I opened up a store. When I was a kid, I used to hang out at a couple of video game shops, and I kind of got to know the owner. And when I grew up, got married, and one day I stopped in his store, and he's like, "Do you want to open up your own store?"
And you were like, "Whoa!"
Like,
everybody wants to open up like a video game store. Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I gathered some money together.
Okay.
I was working at the time at a furniture store, electronics store, selling computers.
Oh, man.
And I decided, yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
And I was kind of reckless and
young, got money, I got a store.
Got some loans, thought I had enough money.
Okay.
Decided, to open up this store, and decided I was gonna focus on brand new video games. We would take in used ones. And
now, what
trade.
year was this?
This was around 2000.
Okay.
2000.
Brand new games. Okay.
Yeah, so brand new games. And then I decided that people would just come to me and trade in their games and get the new games.
Okay.
So then that's how I would build my inventory up.
All right.
Thought I would compete with the Toys R Us and Electronics Boutique and GameStop and those guys that, I figured I'm small business, they'll just come to me.
Yeah, and for context, people, those stores were like the Walmart of the video game stores back in the day, like Toys R Us, KB, Electronic Boutique, before GameStop. This is where you wanted to go, and the mom and pop stores like this really didn't explode, but they were around because people wanted brand new games, so that you did that. So next part.
Yeah, so I knew nothing about marketing.
No,
or
I'm right there with you. I know nothing
or
about marketing.
advertising or anything like that.
Okay.
I just my naive self, I thought that people they would come to me.
Yeah.
And they
That's
would
all
see
right.
me. I did one newspaper ad, and this is when people actually got the newspaper.
You got the newspaper, yeah.
And
Newspaper, guys,
read-
newspaper.
So I had them put a flyer. Actually, my neighbor was she worked at the newspaper and helped us get the flyers and everything. So that went out, and it was like it was Black Friday sale. That was like my second weekend that I was open. I'm like, I hope people show up. I worked in retail, so I couldn't be there. I had a job, and I hired my niece.
Okay.
And she called me and told me there's a line out the door.
Wow.
I'm like, really? For me? Good. That's working.
That's good. That's good.
working. So, so I thought we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
I made $1,000. That was good. I'm like, if I can do that every week, every weekend, make $1,000, I'll be good.
Okay.
That did not happen. My business slowly started dying.
Oh man.
But I kept putting money into new games, getting
Okay.
brand new games, and thinking people would come in.
Yes.
A few months later, I asked my mother-in-law if she would refinance her house
Wow.
to give me some money, and I'm like, I'm good for it.
Okay.
and I'm trying to shorten it a little bit, but
Yeah. No, go ahead. You can tell the story. This is inspirational.
She did that and gave me $35,000.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, that'll give me a couple months rent.
Yeah.
And I put the rest into buying new video games.
Okay.
That didn't work.
Oh.
I ended up having to close my store down. It was about 9 months.
Wow.
But I closed it because my business partner, the guy I grew up with, said, join me and we'll open up a store together in the mall.
Okay.
That'll be better. I'm like, okay, that'll be good. So we closed up. I had to file for bankruptcy to get out of my lease and to get out of some of my debt.
Okay.
But I still had that debt with my mother-in-law, so I wasn't gonna let that go. So long story short there, my business partner, we were making money, we were breaking even, but he's like, we're not making money, we're closing.
Oh, wow. Out of the blue. Just
Out of the blue.
That's twice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was like 6 months after that. So I actually lost my house. We had to short sell it. I had to move in with my brother. We had 3 young kids at the time. And we were a little devastated, but we were okay.
Yeah.
We were okay. I'm like, it'll be okay. So many years later, I actually worked in sales and marketing and learned things. I worked in inside sales. I did a lot of marketing for various tech companies and things like that, because it was stuff I was interested in. But then I started to get that itch again, and I need to do something different. I can't keep doing this. I was laid off a couple times. I was laid off for about 2 years.
Oh, man.
This wasn't too long ago either. This was about 7 years ago. I was laid off for 2 years straight, off and on through different jobs. I went back to a job that I worked at before, and then that's when I realized I hate this. I cannot sit in a cubicle.
I know how that feels.
And work this and work, talk to my wife, and she was going to school to be a teacher.
Okay.
And she had a part-time job, and I had this job, but I had saved enough money, and I was going to yard sales and buying games, and bought some games from collections from people, and I'm like, this is what we're gonna do. But backtrack a little bit, I was actually gonna start a convention before I opened my store.
Okay, so you're gonna do what you did this weekend before you did the store.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had the money for that.
All right.
And I had a little bit more backing, and I was working with some people, and it just kind of fell through. It just kind of didn't work out, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do the store, because I wanted to do that too. And previous, I learned a lot about what not to do, and so I decided, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on collectors. I'm gonna focus on pre-owned used games. I'm gonna make things clean, because I'm a collector and I like things
neat and clean,
and nice, and as much as I can.
And stuff is really neat here, guys.
And
really, really neat.
Just me going to other shops and things like that, buying stuff it was stuff I didn't see. I'm like, I'm gonna do things a little different. I'm gonna make things organized and clean and have it smell nice in store and things like that.
That's what I said when I first came here. It said it smelled really good, that vanilla smell. I said it smelled so good. I love a good smelling store. That's me. I got
air fresheners around. I've got the candle wax that I have going every
It's
once in a while.
therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's really, it really is.
It makes you feel like you're at home, and people are coming into my home.
Yes.
Is how I see it.
So you took all of those failures. You didn't stop. The biggest thing, you didn't quit. You had a supportive wife who's off camera right now. She's sitting there, great woman, and great nails too. You should see her nails. I'm trying to put some B-roll of her nails in here. But you had a supportive family, supportive wife and stuff, and then you got here. What do you think? And everybody see the store. What do you think made it besides all that makes this successful and keep going with the convention and the store and all that kind of stuff? Like, is it just don't give up attitude, or is like you learn the marketing? What can you tell people out there who may be going through something like that? Because we have a lot of creators who are giving up because it's tough. It's tough out there, but you made this your business and you got through it.
Yeah, it's don't give up. You know, you're gonna fail. That's how you learn. You know, if you don't fail, you're not gonna learn anything. If you go through life and you're just gonna be oblivious to things.
Yeah,
you're gonna fail. You need to fail.
You need to fail. Don't be afraid to fail.
It makes you stronger.
It definitely does.
Having supportive wife and supportive family helps. If you don't have that, it's tough, but you can still do that. Just find people that support you, get rid of the negativity.
Yes.
You know, and don't be afraid to jump in and do it. I wasn't. I learned the first time, but you know, and even this time when I opened this store, I told my wife, if we don't make $1,000 on our first day open, we're done, because I can't pay my rent.
Yeah.
That's what I needed to pay my rent. But we did. I had a lot of good friends, a lot of my networking skills that I used from
you learned those networking skills came in handy.
A lot of friends, and they supported me, and so we did well. And then, I mean, there's an addition to that story too.
Okay.
We opened in a small shop because I wanted to keep overhead low. I didn't pay myself. We had enough to last until Cindy could get her teaching job.
There you go.
And, you know, kind of do that. And I didn't start paying myself until recently.
Oh, wow.
Because I wanted this to kind of sustain itself.
Yeah.
And so you gotta have a plan. You gotta know what you're doing. You know, and know how to tweak and figure things out. So a year into, we opened in 2019. A year into it, a little bit over a year, COVID hit.
Oh yes, that affected everybody.
It affected everybody, and here in Utah, you know, it was a little different. They didn't force you to close your business. There were certain things, you know, the whole mask stuff and stuff like that. I won't get into politics, but
yeah, let's stay away from that.
But my friends were closing their stores down, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't close down. I need to stay open. So I figured it out. Stayed open, and we still had people come in. I still delivered to their car. That's one other side note, is I don't ship anything out of my store. I
gotta come to Utah. Yeah. If you see some of this video that you like, you gotta make the trip, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't ship anything because I don't have time to do that. I like to keep things local, and people appreciate that. But and people supported me. I had people send me messages and say, "Can we buy a gift card from you?" You know, pay over the phone. So they bought store credit from me to help support me, and I was scared. I was scared out of my mind that
we were all
going to have to close in that April of 2020. But in May, it seemed like everybody knows this, that in the video game industry or sells them, it
spiked,
exploded,
yeah,
exploded, because people are remembering, hey, I want to play some games. Who's open?
Did you sell a lot of Wii's?
I sold a lot of Wii's.
That's the joke, you know. On YouTube, everybody bought Wii's and stuff.
I still sell a lot of Wii's now.
Any Mortal Kombat games?
Oh yeah. I hardly have any Mortal Kombat games in stock because they're so popular. People, the old. I mean,
this weekend
I
too.
sell the old ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, business exploded from there, and I'm like, I think from that point, I'm like, we're good. Usually it takes 3 to 5 years for a small business to be established, but I think we hit that early because of that spike.
And it's wonderful too. Like what you got here, like it is amazing what you did. You stood here, you went through the storm. Like I said, you went through the storm. So you are super inspirational, Tracy. Like, and the Game Expo was amazing. Y'all saw videos of that. But this store right here, one of the best like collector focused stores I have seen. And y'all know, I'll tell y'all the truth. You know, I don't sugarcoat anything. This is nice, like nice shelvings. We're gonna explore more of this store. Tracy, thank you for this. That's the when he was telling me, y'all, at the hotel, I said, we gotta tell this. I said, stop it. Tell this to the audience, because you can help somebody with this.
And I couldn't have done it without my customers, my support. You know, people love coming to the store, and you know, it can be a fun time, and people remember their childhood. So that's important to me.
Well, thank y'all for the invite. We're gonna get back. We're gonna look at the rest of the store. Tracy, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.